Today, we're remembering Tommy DeCarlo, the extraordinary talent who went from a devoted Boston fan posting covers on MySpace to becoming the lead singer of one of the most iconic rock bands of all time. If you've ever belted out more than a feeling in your car, felt the rush of foreplay/long time, or marveled at how a regular guy from upstate New York stepped into the spotlight after tragedy and delivered vocals that honored the legacy while adding his own heart, then Tommy's story will hit you deep. We'll walk through the heartbreaking news of his recent passing, including the cause that took him far too soon, why there's no crash or accident involved despite what some might search for, his age at the time, his loving wife and family who stood by him every step, his net worth built from an unlikely rock star journey, the grounded lifestyle he cherished, and a full biography that traces how this everyday hero became the voice of Boston for nearly 2 decades. It's a tale of fate, courage, family love, and a battle fought with incredible grace. Let's hold space for it together. The news landed like a quiet thunderclap on March 9th, 2026. Tommy DeCarlo had passed away at the age of 60 in Charlotte, North Carolina. His family, his wife Annie, daughter Talia, and son Tommy Jr., shared the devastating update on his Facebook page. It is with heavy hearts that we share the passing of our dad, Tommy DeCarlo, on Monday, March 9th, 2026. After being diagnosed with brain cancer last September, he fought with incredible strength and courage right up until the very end. Rest in peace, Dad. With love, Annie, Talia, and Tommy Jr. Those words carry the raw ache of loss, but also profound pride in a man who never stopped fighting. The diagnosis came after a sudden brain bleed in late September 2025, leading to emergency craniotomy surgery, where doctors discovered 2 melanoma masses on his brain and a spot on his lungs. Metastatic cancer that had spread aggressively. He recovered from the initial surgery and began treatment, even facing another brain bleed that hospitalized him for a month, but the disease was relentless. A family GoFundMe raised over $56,000 to help with his care, a beautiful outpouring from fans who saw in him not just a singer, but someone who represented hope and perseverance. There was no crash, no car accident, no sudden violent end. Nothing like that marred his final days. It was a private, courageous struggle against cancer, ending peacefully surrounded by the people who meant everything to him. And the date, March 9th, adds an almost poetic layer of sorrow. Exactly 19 years to the day after Boston's original lead singer Delp passed away. 2 voices that defined the band, gone on the same calendar day, years apart. Tommy DeCarlo was born Thomas DeCarlo on April 23, 1965, in Rome, New York, and raised in nearby Utica. A small-town kid with big dreams and an even bigger love for music. That made him 60 at the time of his passing, a life that felt full yet cut short, just as he was planning to keep rocking. From elementary school choir to teaching himself piano at 14, Tommy's passion was always there. He played sports growing up, baseball, football, basketball, but music pulled stronger. After high school, a summer trip to Florida turned into 18 years living there, working regular jobs like credit manager at Home Depot, raising a family, and singing along to his favorite records. Boston was his soundtrack. He wasn't trying to imitate Delp. He just loved the song so much that his voice naturally echoed that soaring, emotional style. In 2007, tragedy struck when Delp died by suicide, and Tommy, moved deeply, wrote a tribute song and posted Boston covers on MySpace at his daughter's urging. Word spread, Boston's camp reached out, and the rest became legend. He sang at a tribute concert for Brad, then joined the band for the 2008 tour. From there, he fronted Boston on every tour, contributed to the 2013 album Life, Love and Hope, and kept the classics alive with authenticity and heart. He even formed a side project with his son Tommy Jr. called DeCarlo, blending family and music in the best way. What makes Tommy's story so emotional is how ordinary it started and how extraordinary it became. Without ever losing that grounded, humble core, he married his wife Annie, and together they built a life of love and stability. 33 years strong by the time of his passing. They raised two wonderful children, daughter Talia and son Tommy Jr., who not only shared his name, but his passion for music, collaborating on tracks, and supporting Dad through everything. The family relocated to Charlotte, North Carolina, where Tommy balanced band life with being a dedicated husband, father, and grandfather to 4 grandkids. Annie was his rock, standing beside him through the highs of stadium shows and the lows of his illness. In interviews and posts, Tommy always credited his family as the best part of every day. The quiet dinners, the laughter, the support that kept him real amid the rock star world. He lived modestly even after fame found him. Think family time over extravagance, home in Charlotte filled with music memories, and a deep appreciation for the fans who embraced his journey. Tommy's lifestyle reflected that beautiful balance between the thrill of the stage and the comfort of normalcy. For years, he worked a day job at Home Depot while nurturing his talent, proving dreams can start anywhere. Once with Boston, touring became his rhythm, delivering those epic vocals night after night. But offstage, he stayed connected to roots, family gatherings, supporting his kids' pursuits, and enjoying the simple joys of life in the South. He released an audiobook, Unlikely Rockstar, sharing his improbable path with humor and gratitude. Financially, his career with Boston, touring, album contributions, royalties from timeless hits, built a solid foundation. Estimates placed his net worth around $3 million, enough for comfort without excess, a nice home, support for family, investments in music gear, and the freedom to focus on what mattered most. He wasn't about flashy excess. It was about the music, the connections, and giving back through performances that made fans feel the magic all over again. Reflecting on Tommy DeCarlo's life, it's impossible not to feel moved by the sheer improbability and beauty of it all. From a Home Depot credit manager covering Boston songs online to stepping into Delp's shoes and honoring the legacy for nearly 20 years, he lived a dream that started with pure love for the music. He faced his final battle the same way he lived, with strength, courage, and family by his side. On March 9th, 2026, the rock world lost a voice that bridged generations, but what he left behind endures. In every note he sang, every fan he inspired, and the family who carries his life forward. Rest in peace, Tommy. Your story reminds us that sometimes the most powerful voices come from the most unexpected places. Thank you for joining me in this heartfelt tribute to Tommy DeCarlo. If his incredible journey touched you, please give this video a like to help share his legacy wider. Hit subscribe for more emotional biographies and updates on the rock legends we love, and turn on notifications so you're here for the next one. Your support keeps these stories alive. Until next time, keep the music playing and hold your loved ones close.